Guys, Mark Goldberg here from Mark Vlogs Watches with a quick word for your friend and mine, ArchieLuxury, Paul Pluta, AC3, Archibald Chesterfield III. You know, he invented the quick wristwatch check, and the rest of us on YouTube, well, we just stole it. Help keep Archie full-time on YouTube by liking this video, watching this video, tell your fuckhead friends, and make sure to subscribe to his Patreon. And now, ArchieLuxury.
Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the Paul Pluta channel doing paid wristwatch reviews. We're doing paid wristwatch review JU34. And what am I wearing? I'm wearing a beautiful, beautiful timepiece, the Rolex Explorer 2. My beautiful timepiece. This is a paid review, and this here is a very, very interesting review indeed. So let's have a look. This here is for, what the fuck is his name? His name is Mr. N. Don't use my real name, but refer to me as Mr. No Name. Okay, here we go. Hi Archie, I'm in a bit of a predicament as to how I should progress as a wristwatch collector after collecting for roughly a year. I've had a lot of shitters, but as I'm at an early age, I hope everyone can forgive me for my blind-sightedness. Most recently, I've purchased my first Rolex, an Air King, the newer model 116900. Beautiful. I love the Air King. After watching you unbox yours, and I'm over the moon. In my collection, I now have an Omega Speedmaster coaxial 38mm, a Seiko Alpinist, a Seiko SKX013, which I modified by myself, and a Seiko 5, my very first automatic watch. See the picture. Okay, thank you, thank you. Here's my predicament I am now in. Here's my predicament. I am now beginning to understand that I made a mistake with the Omega, as I paid retail for that piece, which was just under £4,000, 7,000 Aussie. Fuck. It's beginning to hurt because I know that it's an ETA and isn't the man on the fucking moon. The truth is I got that piece because of my small wrist. And I couldn't see the professional fitting my wrists nicely. I do love the coaxial piece, but I can't help but shake off the feeling that if I sold it, I could potentially use the funds for another Rolex. Steel Sports. I would like to get another Rolex. Before buying the Air King, I had a long and hard between that and the Explorer 1, reference 214270, but ultimately chose the former because it is uncommon among wrists, and from my observation, it seems as though the Explorer 1 is more popular. I think it will be a potential hit in the future. I think both will be fine. Come on, come on, come on. I'd like to get another Rolex. Before buying the Air King, I had to think long and hard. Oh, sorry. Now the question is, should I sell the Omega, use the funds to get a Rolex, and if so, which second Rolex should I be getting in order to progress? Would it hurt to get the Explorer 1, or should I go no date Submariner? What should I do with the rest of my collection of shitters? I've donated £20 to your PayPal account. Thank you for all the hard work and keeping us on the straight and narrow, away from the shitter zone. I watch all your videos, absorbing as much as I can. Yours, Mr. N, Mr. No Name. Okie dokie. Now, I got to tell you, the new fee, by the way, is $50 US. So, it's a little bit short, but I decided to do it because, look, he's a young'un and he's given it a go, and he's been burnt. He's been burnt badly. Dealers have burnt him. Okay, so he wants my advice. He wants to know, what would I do? Da-da-da-da! Okay, what would I do? This is a very good question. It's very good because it's a bit late. What would I do? Well, I tell you what, okay? Seriously, if the biggest mistake in your life was buying an Omega Speedmaster reduced, if the biggest mistake in your life was buying the Speedmaster coaxial 38mm, that's not terrible. It's not a terrible watch. Yes, I would highly recommend the Speedmaster. Man on the moon, man on the moon, man on the moon, man on the moon. However, if you've already pulled the trigger, and the reason you got that one was because smaller size, my honest opinion to you would be to keep it. Okay? To keep it. Because if you sell it, let's be honest there. If you sell it to a dealer, you will be fucking slaughtered. Okay? Don't do it. If you keep it, it's still a damn nice watch compared to what most people in the world are wearing. It's a fucking nice watch. So my honest advice to you, now that you've already bought it, and you've got a Rolex, I'd keep that as a nice two-piece pair. Yes, I know it's not the man on the moon, but the man on the moon's getting a bit overrated anyhow. And I mean, let's be honest there, the coaxial one you've got, that is actually not a bad piece. It's not a bad piece. If it was me, you forked out the cash, it was your first luxury watch. So what? Beautiful. Keep it. That is a great watch you could give to your son in many, many years' time. It's an Omega. It's a quality watch. Keep all the box and papers. I can see the love you have for your watches. So definitely keep it. Definitely keep it. No question of that at all. Keep it, keep it, keep it. Look, I tend to think many Asians, they overanalyze things too much. Do I get the Explorer 1 or do I get the Air King? To be honest with you, it doesn't really fucking matter. They're both very, very cool. If it was me, and you've already bought the Omega, and as you said there, you do have the smaller wrists, I would just keep it. Just keep it. Asians, I don't know what it is with Asian people. If they make a mistake, they want to get out, and it just makes the mistake worse. Instead of saying, well, you know what, I bought this Omega, it was my first one, I made a mistake, I didn't listen to the pontiff, and I'm happy to keep it. That's the sensible thing to do, but they want to sell it. They'll get gutted. They get absolutely a third and fourth arsehole from a dealer. I still think it's a beautiful watch. It is a very, very fine watch. Okay? It is a absolutely beautiful watch. Do not sell it. If you can't stand the watch, if you can't stand it, right, my advice to you, as long as your father was pretty good, if your father was an asshole, don't do this. But if your father was very good to you as a kid, I would, if you can't stand the watch, I would give it to him as a present and say, look, Dad, this is for you. Present for you. Omega, here you go. It's up to you what you do. Personally, myself, I think you should keep it. I think the Air King you've got is a good addition. You've got to be an individual. That's what you want to be, as an individual. You don't follow the herd. See, I got to be honest with you. Just because every fuckwit there is saying, it's got to be Speedmaster. Yeah, well, okay. The Speedmaster is a bit overrated too. You know, to be honest with you, it's really not that fantastic. You know, I got to be completely frank and honest with you. Many better watches. Yes, it's a cool watch, a great bang per buck. You got the automatic one, so fucking what? They're both. It's still a beautiful piece. I personally would keep it because it shows you're human. You can make mistakes. No one's perfect. In fact, I got to be honest with you. When I buy watches, I don't want watches that are cool. I want watches that are on the outer, because I've never been someone who follows the fucking herd. See, when I got my Daytona, I wanted one that people, ooh, it's two-tone. Well, that's perfect, because I don't want fuckwits like you wearing it. See? So I put my own personal branding on it. This is the ArchieLuxury with the Maserati blue dial. I love it. I love it. I want things that people out there, I don't give a fuck if they like it or say, oh, you should have got this. Well, fuck you. I love my two-tone Daytona. I love it. I love it. Everything I buy is for me. Okay? It's for me. So, the honest truth is, many Asians, they seem to want to follow the herd. They follow the herd. When I got a GMT, I wanted the Polar. The Polar actually wasn't fashionable. This was the least desired. That makes me so happy to know it is the least desired, because less assholes are going to be wearing them. So you don't have to be the super popular. I think my own opinion is keep the Omega. It's a very nice watch. You've paid the money, okay? You've done the retail mistake. Just keep it. Keep it, enjoy, and love it. That's what I would do. I wouldn't recommend someone else to buy it, but I think honestly, it's a coaxial. That's a cool movement. It's a beautifully well-made Swiss watch. Fucking enjoy it. And as you said, you've got smaller wrists, so just keep it. As for the Seikos are garbage. Okay? The Seikos are fucking garbage. Okay? The Seikos are fucking garbage. So what you do is, if you've got a guy in your building where you live who's a little bit slow, he does a little bit of odd jobs, but he's not 100% up, you give him it and say, this is a present for trying so hard. I want to give you this Seiko. The Alpinist, flick that on the flea. You could possibly, the Alpinist, get rid of that. It's a fucking, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it, okay? Get rid of the SKX013. Seiko 5. Give that, have you got a younger brother, you've got a nephew, a niece, a nephew? He's an uncle, he's got a nephew. Give it to your nephew, give it to someone else. Get it out of your life, okay? Seiko is for fucking losers. They're for fucking losers. Keep the Omega, keep the Air King, get rid of the fucking Seikos. They're for losers. Losers, they're for losers, okay? Get rid of those fucking Seikos. The Omega, it's fine. That's your first watch. You're a bit small. You're an Asian guy, so the size would be perfect. Fucking enjoy it. I wouldn't sell it. I would actually pay your credit card off, because let's face it, I don't think you're making as much money as it's what you haven't told me that I can read between the lines. I would be paying that one off. What would I buy after that? Then you could look at your next piece. I would be looking at a Explorer 2 40mm. I'd look at a Note 8 sub. That's what I'd be doing, but I wouldn't be selling your Omega. Definitely not. And just give the fucking Seiko, maybe sell the Alpinist, but the other two Seikos, just fuck them off. They're for fucking losers. They're for fucking losers. Okay, that's who they're for. That's what they're for. So, guys, that's a paid review for Mr. No Name. Mr. No Name. That's my advice. Guys, like, subscribe, and tell your fuckwit friends about the channel. And don't be afraid to put some nasty comments below. Remember, man cannot survive on Google Ads alone. I rely on your generosity to keep me on full time. So if you haven't done a paid review, maybe could be a good idea to get me to do one, because I will really appreciate going through your collection and telling you the truth. I'm Paul Pluta. Tell me what you fuckers think of that. Nice one, Arch. Not too brutal.
Oh. Hey Archie Luxury fans, if you're into luxury, then you gotta be into 66 Buick Rivieras. Check out my son and I, Alex, as we restore this beautiful 66 Buick. Neighbors are having a picnic, you know, having fun and stuff. Me, I'm doing cars. It's what I've done my whole life.
Hey guys, it's Paul Pluta. I'm the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III. Guys, I want to have a quick talk to you. Do you need to sell a wristwatch? Do you want to sell a piece for reinvestment? Do you have too many watches? Well, guys, I'm here to tell you that my good friends at Sydney and Brisbane Vintage Watch Co. are looking for quality wristwatches for their store. Now, Ronnie has instructed me to tell you guys that he is paying more than other dealers. That's correct. He pays top prices for quality pieces. So guys, if you've got a Rolex you want to sell, or a Patek, or anything, you want to sell a wristwatch, give the guys at Vintage Sydney, it's Vintage Watch Co. Give them a call. That's right, guys. They're paying good prices. They've always been very, very fair to me. And I got to tell you, they are nice people to do business with. I'm just trying to find their card here. Where did I put it? Look, ask for Ronnie in Brisbane, or Philip in Sydney. That's correct. They will look after you. Tell them Archie sent you. That's right. Tell them Archie sent you. They're paying top prices. That's correct. Brisbane and Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Your premium place to sell watches. Tell me, guys, this is for you. Tell them Archie sent you, and they will give you extra keen pricing.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mark Goldberg for Archie Luxury AC3, the Pontiff Satan de Ville. I want to sincerely thank you for having sat through this video, because I know it was awful, but you know what? You do it for the greater good of humanity. Thank you so much. Now, a couple of quick pieces of homework. Now that you've watched this video, I would like you to hit thumbs up. If you must, hit thumbs down, but if you'd hit thumbs up, I would especially appreciate it. Go ahead and leave a really nasty comment and tell him how awful this content was, but most importantly of all, the entire reason that I am linking up with Archie Luxury in the first place. I am a published author. Let Dogs Be Dogs, available at bookstores, Amazon, and electronically somewhere near you. Remember, Archie Luxury, he's not just a figment of your imagination.